Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Graybeard Garage. My name is Matt, and today we're at my in-laws house, and they had a couple tiles fall off the wall in the bathtub, so I'm going to try and get those put back on, in addition to adding in a couple handholds for my father-in-law to get in and out of the shower a little easier. So that's what we're going to be checking out today, and we're going to go ahead and get on that now. All right guys, so what we did in here is we took our drill with a porcelain cutting drill bit, or for doing ceramic cutting, and we just marked off our holes and we drilled through that, and that way we can install our grab bar right here. So we'll go ahead and get that done. All right, so what we're doing here now is going to run our screws into the stud that we've cut out with our ceramic saw, or ceramic bit. There we go, there's one. Go down to the bottom and do that one. Okay, so now we'll just finish off the rest of the screws. Within a few seconds, so he says, Mr. Wilbo, I need to go get some paper towels. Mr. Wilbo knows we don't use paper towels in the bathroom. We have paper dryers. I can't find any paper towels. So he happens to see the towels in the trash can. Because he's let him pick them up and wipe his desk off. This guy, he's like, he's ex-military. There's our grab bar. There's our first one, our vertical. Then we're going to put a one in here, slanted, so we can pull up, and then we're going to replace this tile section here. Okay. Alright, so I probably don't need to use this, but we'll use this anyways. That's all I got. We're going to cut this patch, or this panel out, and replace it. Break right out, just like that. So we'll just replace all this. We got a stud to catch here, and there's a stud back here, but that's not spaced out right. That's interesting. Well, we should be good. All right, well, now we gotta go get some backer board. Right, so now we've got our patch that we need measured out. We're gonna go ahead and cut that out with our cutoff wheel, and then we'll go and get that inside the tub. All right, guys, so now we've got our patch in, and now we're going to clean off this, and then we'll start putting in the tiles that fell off. But I'm probably gonna have to clean those up a little bit before we do that. So I'll probably have to do that off camera because it's going to be quite dusty. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get those cleaned up, and then we'll get this put back together. All right, guys, so we've drilled in our screws here for our next diagonal bar that we're going to use. I think it's a 36-inch.
42.
42, so it'll go just like this. I'm going to mount that up. And then I'll work on these tiles, because this tile is going to take forever to figure out. But I thought I'd knock the easy stuff out of the way first, and then we'll move on to this. So to drill holes in the ceramic tiles, I don't remember if I showed this or not, but that's what these are. And they cut through porcelain and ceramic, like going like a hot knife through butter. And this is what? A 36-inch bar?
Yes.
Yes, I was right. So this is a 36-inch bar. All right, and then we're using some Tapcons because right behind here is concrete. So we're just gonna go right into that. So here we're just gonna run our Tapcons in. Oh, what's going on there? Well, that's interesting. All right, well, I must have missed the drill out hole on that one. Let's try that again. Man, what is going on?
You got the pee?
I don't know. That's weird. We're gonna have to run. Let's see. What's going on? Alright, you can shut it off. Alright, so apparently this one's trajectory is down, so there we go. That's on. Now that that's on, we'll put our little cap on there. And we'll put these two in, last two in here. Alright. Okay. Our last one. Wouldn't be helpful if these were magnetic. Alright. Let's see. Okay. That's it. That's our bar, diagonal bar installed. So we got our first couple rows started here. You can see they've all lined up pretty well. I had to cut just a little bit off of the bottom ones so that we could get the full tiles in, but now we're going to go ahead and get the rest of these set in and just clean up a little bit of our grout lines here. Now I'm no tile expert by any stretch of the imagination. I just try and do the best I can with what I got, and that's what we're doing right here. And we just got these last three to put in, and this job will be done. All right, so here's one of the tiles we had to cut. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we just shaved off just a little bit of the bottom of that tile. These were 6x6 tiles. Oh, and we do have a little bit of a gap here that I was not expecting. So we may have to do some cutting to fill that gap, but it is what it is. So, all right, guys, so we'll finish these off and then this job will be done. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get these last little pieces in here. Go to the top. I'll start at the bottom. Shoot, I didn't cut that. I didn't trim that one off at the bottom. Well, we start at the top. Then I gotta go trim the other one. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we got that one in. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Okay. Now we get our second one in. next one goes in. Okay, so what I need to do is actually to go out there and trim this piece a little bit because these are shorter. We had to trim off these, trim off the bottom ones to these to fit. So my last little piece, I just got to go trim out about maybe 1/8 off. And then we'll come in and we'll get that one in, and then we'll be finished with this until it dries. And once it dries, then we'll have to come back and do some grout work. Now obviously this is not perfect due to the fact that I'm working on something where tiles were ripped away from the wall. Couldn't find the right size tiles to go back in. So now we're trying to just make things fit and make them look decent. So, all right guys, so let's go ahead and get this next one cut and then we can get started on getting this finished up. All right guys, so here's our last piece going in. Well, almost going in. That one's messing up the entire row. So we need to trim that one just a bit more.
Or do you want this?
What?
Just snap it off?
Yep, we can use some nippers. All right. Okay. Almost. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, here we go. Nice and tight, everything's in. So again, obviously everything's not gonna be perfect here because we're not working with a really perfect situation, but it is better, and it's better than replacing the entire surround at this point. So there it is, that's it. Next thing we'll have to do is just grout this in, but grouting's fairly simple. You just run your mud over, push it in, and then clean it off. So guys, that's it for this project. Hey guys, so here we are at day 2, and we're gonna do some grout work now. And so I'll show you my bucket. So we have our grout and the water bucket, which you can see is kind of cloudy because I just finished grouting. But to show you, you take this trowel or this float and you float this grout into your tile. And I'll take you inside and show you how I did that. And then you wipe it down with a sponge, and then that's it. So we'll take a look at that real quick. All right guys, so as you can see, I've already got the grout in here. But I just wanted to show you, you take your grout, you put it on your grout float. It's got a little like rubbery back on it. And you just take it and you just run it up into your tile lines, just like that, all the way over, like just like this. And then you can come across this way. You just want to work the tile grout into those lines really good. And you can see we've got them filled in really well. And then you just take your sponge. Once you get all that filled in, you just take your sponge and you clean it off. Make sure all your lines look uniform, which these look pretty good. And then that's it, guys. That's all you got to do a little bit of tile work. So guys, if this is the kind of things you'd like to see, please let me know by hitting that like button. Feel free to comment. If you have anything you'd like to add to it, please feel free to do so. Again, thank you for checking out the channel here at Graybeard Garage. My name is Matt, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. For those of you that have subscribed, we really do appreciate it because it does help out the channel a lot. And again, if you like seeing these kind of things, please let me know. And we'll see you next time here on Graybeard Garage. Again, my name is Matt. And remember, you can do anything if you put your mind to it.